Yeah, hey guys, Ken here from Backpacking Night. And finally, I'm saying finally because it's been a long time in the making, I'm introducing the Alpha Light shirt. Now this is a polartec Alpha. We have, well, three different weights. We have the Alpha 60, Alpha 90, and Alpha 120. Now this shirt is actually like an Alpha 220. It's ridiculously thick. Now this will give about the same amount of warmth as like your winter thick shirt, wool shirt will give you, that weighs 1.5 kilos. But this one we don't actually have in the shop yet, but the design is the same on all of them. This one weighs about 350 grams, and the Alpha 120, which is a little bit thicker than your 60 and 90, and that weighs about 250 grams for the large wide. This is like the XL version. And then you have the Alpha 90, which weighs about 145 grams, and then you have the Alpha 60, weighs about 90 to 100 grams, depending on which size you actually get. Now this shirt has actually been in the works for a long time. I've been working on it for about almost 2 years, to be honest. And that's just because, you know, we're such a tiny little factory here in Umeå. We actually only have one person that does the sewing. And then together with me, we do the designing. So things take like a long time to really get this into production. But now, you know, we're finding like ways to get around that. We're actually getting up our production capacity to where, you know, we could probably deliver about 40-50 a week. So you know, things are picking up for us, and so finally I dare to come out and show this shirt. This is the Alpha hoodie that we're selling, and we make them here in Umeå in northern Sweden. And just to go through some of the details around the arms, you have these nice little cuffs, which just kind of keeps it. Now the hood as well, we've gotten questions, why is it so big, why isn't there a zipper? And the truth is, because I like the design. You know, here in Sweden it's a bit colder, I guess you would say, than hiking in a lot of places in the US, or, you know, through the Dolomites and this kind of thing, where the weather can be 20-30 degrees. Here in Sweden it's not unusual to be in the mountains, and it's always at around 10 degrees Celsius, of course. And with this hood design, it just gives that nice little extra bit of warmth and comfort around the neck and neck area. And the bonus being, cars driving here, the bonus being is you don't need a zipper, because it's big enough that you can just put it on, and then if you want it tighter around your head, you just go like that. And it doesn't add any extra weight, and there's nothing that can break. You know, zippers have a tendency to break after a while. This one won't break. So that's just like the simple little cinch design. If I can back up here. Now, you have our logo here. These are just real simple shirts. The only thing that we do is that we want it to be big enough to where it actually fits like a real human. I find a problem with a lot of the Alpha shirts that are out there at the moment is that they're so tight and small that even, I mean, this is an XL, and you can see that that fits me nicely. But a lot of other designers, XL is just really tight. And I think that, you know, I want my clothes to be both for the mountains and for town. And I think that this actually looks pretty good. Now, what's different on this one compared to what the production is that this one is a little tight, and we've kind of changed that for the production model. So it's not going to be as tight around your body. And that's just because I found that when I was walking that had a habit of hiking up, and I don't even have a butt, so somebody that has an ass, that's going to really ride up there. So we kind of changed that on the production model, where it's not going to be so elastic as this one is, but the arms will be the same. The production, you can tell that this is really well sewn. Maybe you can't tell, but just as they say, the salesman says, trust me. Anyway, But yeah, so that's the Alpha hoodies that we have, and you can order them now at backpackinglight.se, and you can check them out for more details at gramjakt.se. and there's information both in English and in Swedish and Finnish, and now soon Spanish as well. And we build to order, so when you order it, that's when we build it, and it takes a couple days to build them and then ship them off. And we have to do it like that because we don't have the resources to send to Vietnam and to produce 1,000 at a time. So it's just how we have to do these things. Anyway, I hope you like. Oh, there's a lot of mosquitoes here. See if I can show some of the more details here up close before I turn off. You can see it's a nice sewing with the hoodie on, and if you just have that really loose, and like I said, I'm 190 and I weigh about 95 kilos, so I'm a big guy, and you can tell that the XL fits me nicely. And my colleague Marcus, who actually panics when I tell him I'm gonna release this now, it fits him just as well, and he's 197 centimeters long. So the sizing, I think, is I guess your normal European American sizing. It's not made for tiny people. They look good, so I have this one in town and in the wilds. Now, some washing details. Maybe I shouldn't put this in this video, but I'll do it anyway. I've washed this one about 20 times now, and I've had it on max dry in my dryer, and I haven't noticed any breakdown of the materials. So that's what I would suggest: 40 degrees in the washer, and then dry it. Throw it in the dryer just like you would your normal t-shirts and so on. Like I said, I've put this about 20 cycles now, no problems. I have another one that I've put about 30 cycles through, no problems. So maybe I'm not following the actual instructions that polartec says, but I don't think most people want to spend all their time learning how to wash something. So that's just me. I just wash it and see what happens. They do soak up sweat, so you're going to be smelling sweat after a long hike. Any alpha or synthetic materials is going to do that. So it's good to know that you can wash them fairly easily. So yeah, anyway, this is the Alpha, I think I'll just call this the Alpha 500 because it is so thick. And we don't actually have these on the site yet. We'll put these up towards the fall when it starts getting colder. Cheers.